Well, I thought maybe I'd make a quick video. It's not going to be a quick video. My Lynx collection. Now, I've not really done a lot of videos on the Lynx per se. I do plan on doing a series of videos on the Atari Lynx because it is one of my favorite handheld systems that I own. But I thought maybe since I want to take inventory of what I've got to make sure I don't buy duplicates, I thought I would share what I have in my collection. Now, I do have my original Lynx that I got back in 1989. As a matter of fact, my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, she got me an Atari Lynx for Christmas that year. I was so stoked. She knew me quite well that I was into video games, and it was an awesome present to get from her. But anyway, this is not my original box. This is a Lynx system I bought probably a couple years ago at a game store. I don't remember exactly where I got it. But I still have my original Lynx in the carry pouch that I had back then. I'll show that to you in a second. So anyway, the Atari Lynx came out in the late 80s, I think 1989 or so. It was actually first designed by Epix, called the Handy Boy. I think it started development back in 86. I'm pretty sure it did. But anyway, it's awesome, really cool handheld color video game system. It is a battery hog though. That's one thing about it. But anyway, let's get on to what my collection involves here. So here's my original Lynx in its carry case. You can tell this thing's been around the block. You have little pockets where you can keep extra games here. Pretty cool. So we'll open this thing up and you can see my original Lynx. So there's my original Atari Lynx. Awesome. Still in pretty good shape. They all had this wear that would occur. You can see a little silver like there, paint wearing off from your oil on your hands. I mean, that's to be expected. Got our little game cart down in here, a little cartridge and everything like that. And then here's the second generation Lynx that I have in my collection. The Lynx 2, a little bit smaller. Batteries go on the end. Now this is not my original. This is one I obtained from my buddy RK, who does the Toy Tune podcast with me. ClickOK 2400, the Atari 5200 Supercast. This actually belonged to his sister back then. And it had a bad screen, so, he just gave it to me. And I decided to put the updated screen on this one. This is what I mainly use to play now. I modified this one. And I'll show you the difference in the screens here. So this has the new screen. I'll turn it on. And then my original Lynx has its original screen, so I'll turn it on. And you can pretty much see the difference in the two. This is a VGA screen. Check this out. A lot better color, a lot clearer. You can see it. Doesn't have like that little haze over it. It was a really great upgrade to put that updated screen in that Atari Lynx 2. I didn't want to do it to my original Lynx. I want to keep it all original. Alright, so now let's get to some of the games I have. Let's turn this thing off first. Off. Oop, okay. Alright. So here's my box games. Warbirds. Really great aerial combat game that you can use the Comlinks cable on to play two players to battle each other. That's what I plan on doing with this one. That's why you saw Warbirds on both the Lynx, because I plan on linking them together and have a dogfight with the wife when I make a video about Warbirds. Crystal Mines 2, another great game. Let's see, I've also got a hold of Zybots. Oh, I love this game in the arcade. And it's another one of those, you can do one or two players with the Lynx cable. Really good translation of the arcade game to cartridges. This one is still sealed, so that's cool. Gates of Zendikon. Oh, this is a great shoot 'em up. Really fun side-scrolling shooter. Then we have Chips Challenge, which is a puzzle game. Very enjoyable puzzle game. It's one of my favorites. Now, I don't have a whole lot of games for my Lynx because I'm mainly only collecting the games I really like and I want to play. Turbo Sub. Another one you can Lynx up. Cool. It's another neat little shoot 'em game. Then we have Power Factor. Awesome. This is a really fun platforming shoot 'em up game. Highly recommend this game on the Lynx. Then we have Ishido, Way of the Stones. Pretty cool. Neat little puzzle game. Of course, we have an arcade favorite, Paperboy. Pretty good translation to the Lynx for Paperboy. Wake up the neighborhood. Box is kind of, but oh well. And of course, Steel Talons. Oh man, I love this game. This one's still sealed too. Pretty cool. Here's another arcade translation. APB. Oh yeah. You get to play a cop trying to catch the criminals. Very fun game. It's hilarious to play, all the cartoon animations and everything. Really good arcade translation. Then of course we have the ultimate 3D teaser, Blockout. Pretty awesome game. It's like, you know, Tetris, but doing down into a well. Really like this game. Oh yeah, here we go. Gauntlet. This is the game my wife and I used to play in the arcade when we first started dating. We still love playing this game together. And of course, you could do 1 to 4 players with the Lynx cable. Man, how cool is that? I've actually got 2 copies of this so me and my wife can play on each of the Lynxes I have when I do a gameplay video. I now have a second camera so I can show her screen and my screen at the same time on the video. So I've been waiting to get a second camera to do this video series for the Lynx. Here's a great game, Batman Returns. A really good Batman game on the Atari Lynx. Then we have Robo Squash, another Lynx Up game. This is actually a pretty fun game too. It's kind of like tennis almost, a little bit. But it's got that 3D effect thing going on where it goes down to the screen and comes back. Then we have Jimmy Connors Tennis. It's Pong. Another one. 1 to 4 players you can Lynx up. So this will be another one I plan on doing a video on with me and my wife playing a game of tennis against each other. Of course, I already made a video on this one. Robotron. It's not a bad translation to the Lynx. I just can't get used to the control scheme because I'm used to dual joysticks when I'm playing this game. But it's still a good translation. Then, of course, we have Hydra. Oh, yeah. Jet skis with guns. Awesome. It's a really fun 3D looking shooter game as well. And then, of course, I have some loose carts. I have a loose chips challenge. I don't know how I got a hold of that one, but I don't need that one anymore. So let's get rid of that one. Shanghai. Cool. Oh, this is a good one. Blue Lightning. This is what came with the Lynx. Really fun 3D jet fighting game. And then right here is the another golf game, Riverstone Golf. I like golf games on the Lynx. We have Cyberball. Oh yeah, awesome. Really fun pinball game, Pinball Jam. That's a good one. Of course, gotta have Miss Pac-Man. Then we have Zoller Mercenary. This is another fun side-scrolling shoot-'em-up game. And one of my recent pickups, Kicks. Another good arcade translation to the Atari Lynx. Then we have Pac-Land. It's a pretty fun game. Then we have Rampart. This is a really fun game as well. I love Rampart. Electro Cop. Yeah. And we have another copy of Gauntlet, so we can play the 2-player with the Lynx cable. Cool. Now, accessory-wise, I do have the Lynx cable. Right there it is, to allow for the multiplayer. Pretty awesome. So I'll hook it up on the back. And the most necessary accessory you'd have for your Lynx is the power adapter. This is what I use mainly to play the Lynx. I don't use batteries in it because they don't last very long. So, yeah, a power adapter is definitely a must-have if you have an Atari Lynx you like to play quite a bit. So anyway, that is my total Atari Lynx collection. What Lynx games do you have, or do you collect for the Atari Lynx? Comment down below. Be interested to know what you guys think about the Atari Lynx and if you have a sizable collection. As always, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.